Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I just got through stopping at the caretaker's house that handles Old Town Spring Cemetery, and just got through getting the permissions to go on the property. Anytime I do stuff like that, I always get permissions. Always make sure that you're in the green. Don't go assuming that you can just walk onto a property. Make sure that you get clearance first to do what you're doing. And I always make sure I get clearance by talking to the right people. So the cemetery is just about a quarter mile up the road, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of the cemetery and actually show you guys like the history of what they have found, how old the cemetery is, and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool little, just a small cemetery, nothing major, but hey, I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. So smash that like button, like and subscribe. This is going to be a fresh start to my channel, and I want to invite you guys along for the journey. So here we are. We're actually pulling up to it now. I'll see you guys in there. I do want to take a few of my meters with me while we go inside there to do my walk around to see if I can capture anything. So got my little EMF detector, and I've also got my little tri-field that actually detects a lot more than just the EMF spikes. But let's get up in there and check things out. So Spring Peaceful Rest Cemetery, a historical Texas cemetery. This cemetery was established in 1919. It's been registered since 2014 as a historical landmark of Texas. So let's check this out. So it's actually kind of interesting about this cemetery. There's a lot of unmarked graves out here. Way back over there in the distance, where I'm going to take you guys, there's a bunch of unmarked graves that were discovered several years back by a team that came out here with ground penetrating radar to actually see what was in the ground, and they actually detected human remains, and as a courtesy they went ahead and put up these little white markers to show that somebody was actually buried here. And they even have a marker way over there by the corner of the gate. Pretty interesting. So, and there's a lot of this that's around here too. Like I say, I got this marker, but there's absolutely no writing on it whatsoever. There's quite a few unknowns that are out here. Who they were, how they died, it's a mystery. But a lot of these are unknown. All these white crosses are unknown burials that have taken place. And this is one of the oldest ones out here. March 14th, 1852 to May 1st, 1914. But a ton and ton of unknowns are out here. This is crazy. Let's go check out that one over there. And again, check this out. Don't know who was here, but the headstone was damaged, nowhere to be found. I've got a couple more over here too. Yeah, gone but not forgotten. And this is located in Old Town Spring, folks. This is great. I am going to come out here at night. I got permissions to come out here and do so. It is haunted. There are spirits that supposedly, you can capture at night. And I'm also going to do some still photography to see if I can capture anything. I'm not quite sure, again. But I do have my meter with me. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Let's see what we got here. I'm holding it far away as possible. I'm getting a little bit of a blur. Nothing yet. At least this one was discovered. They were able to tell who died and who was buried here. That's good. This one's tucked away, way back in the corner. Oh, that's freaky. You see that? God, what the hell? At rest. Let's see, that one died June 10th, 1918. That's what it looks like. Damn, this sucks. I bet you're asking, why am I doing this during the day? Alright, I get it. But one thing I wanted to do is get permissions first before coming out here. I wanted to get clearance, and what better way to do that than to actually just come out here and actually talk to the people that are running the place. The gates do stay unlocked, so I don't have to worry about being locked in or anything like that. Alright, we're gonna go to the backpack. Now, supposedly there's a few out here too. Last time I talked to the caretaker, they said that they actually discovered one or two of them in here. And I think there is a marker up somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. That was along the edge over here. We're gonna find out. But I will say this, there is a hot spot directly up on that hill by those trees. My meter right now, it is cold. I haven't had anything pop up yet, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Alright, so that's what I was thinking. Yeah, there's a marker up against the tree line. I think there's one more over here somewhere. There it is. Way over here. Actually, there's two of them. This is where they said they found them. There's a few of them, actually, that go back into here. Now, it's very, very crude, but these are hand-poured concrete markers. You know, it wasn't exactly a wealthy burial, but it was a burial. That one was 1964, and I do believe there's one more back in there somewhere. That's cool though. 1948. Okay. 1949. And here's a bunch of unknowns that were discovered as well. I'm not quite sure the number of the unknowns that are out here, but there's actually a few concrete crosses right there. We're gonna go see those here in a second. Get some spikes. This is way away from me. Okay. I'm holding as far away from me as possible. I don't have anything going on. Okay. You guys seeing that? That spiked to red. Is there anybody with us? Okay. Look at these guys. Alright, it just went dark. A little bit forward. Alright, let me get back over here. There's a little small small marker. This is father. And this thing is just still going nuts. It seems to be going off right around here. That's interesting. Again, to capture this during the day is pretty awesome. What a fresh start to come out here, you know, for my first video for my new channel. Unfortunately, you know, my last channel, I was having a lot of weirdos like sending me weird things, so I decided to start fresh. I'll get a lot of activity over here in this back. This is still going nuts. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my other meter that I have. And I'm going to see what kind of readings I'm getting on this one. There we go. Boy, it's pretty dark. I don't know if you guys can see that. I see a little bit. I'm actually getting a 6 milligauss spike right now, which is weird. Let me go back over here and just sort of come 6.2. A lot of energy over here. So it's staying constant at 6.0 to 6.2. I'm not sure. World War I service member. There are a lot of markers that have been absolutely destroyed. It's sad, but it happens out here. This poor guy fell over. Yeah, there's a lot of energy that I'm seeing on the meter right now currently. It's not flat whatsoever. But over here is where I was getting a lot of spikes last time I was coming through. That's weird. It just says 6.2. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Turn the sound off on it, but it's beeping like crazy right now. I'm not quite sure the number of people that are buried out here. I'd like to find out. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, liking and subscribing to my channel. I'm starting fresh. There's actually a little headstone right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's all destroyed. But there's a lot of headstones out here that just over the years, you know, it's just degraded and everything's given back to the earth, it looks like. And right now I'm getting 6.4, and I was actually getting a lot of peaks over here. What the heck? 6.97. Okay. Interesting. Wonder what this would do out here at night. So I'm gonna say, if you guys like and subscribe, get me, let's start simple, right? So since I'm starting with a new channel, you know, starting fresh, I want to do an obtainable goal. I'm going to earn it. You know, give me 100 likes and I'll come out here at night. Again, I'm not scared to walk the cemetery at night, man. But, wow, okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm getting a little bit of spikage. 6.5, 6.4, 6.5. All right, I'm gonna move back over to my other one real fast. I wanna see what I got. Don't have enough pockets for this. So right now, getting a few, look at that. The heck? I'm holding this far out too. I'm keeping this away from me. I got my phone in my back pocket. Look at that. I am getting something. There is something out here. But yeah, it's backed up right next to Highway 99. Actually, you know what? No, that's not 99. That is Hardy Toll Road. It's pretty annoying. The traffic, sounds, and everything. I can't. If I did do an EVP session, I probably wouldn't be able to capture anything out here. These look more modern. Oh my goodness. That poor marker. It's made out of wood. This one's completely gone. I wonder if they actually have a map of what was buried out here, or who was buried out here. The more, I guess, the more up-to-date burials that taken place out here. But yeah, this is in Old Town Spring, here in Harris County, Texas. It is open daily. You're more than welcome to come out here and check things out. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But that's gonna basically be it for the Old Town Spring Cemetery. Let me come out here at night, and I'll be able to bring some of my equipment along with me. That we'll be able to see if we have any spirits that want to communicate or anything that comes through the spirit box. But I'll do a couple of sessions out here and see, you know, what I can uncover. So you guys, leave a like, smash that like button please, and subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. But again, thank you so much for taking the time to check this out with me. But Old Town Spring Cemetery, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.